He joins us on the Sportsline. Brodie, good evening. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So the back issue kept you out for 8 games. Let's start there. Obviously, you're back. Not only are you feeling good, but you're swinging the bat really, really well. Did that surprise you how quickly the swing came back after kind of an extended absence?
Yeah, it was something different. I've never really had back pain before. Something that started lingering during the Arizona State series and ended up trying to play through it, making it a little bit worse, and then finally just sat down with the trainer and just kind of told myself it's in my best interest to, take some games off and go see a chiropractor and, get the help I needed and everything else. But, it was something that was affecting me pretty bad. Got worse. Couldn't really move, the rotational and with swinging and stuff. So, yeah, to get back fully healthy and to be able to move around quick and get back and play like I did was pretty cool.
So now you're back and healthy and just in time for Pitt to come to town. So
that's right.
You learned about this rivalry last year. Did you know anything about it? What was your experience with it? And now that you've been through it, what have you imparted to the new teammates what the atmosphere is going to be like tomorrow night?
Yeah, no, it's been a blessing to play these guys. It's something different, not a lot of people understand the true rivalry that there is between West Virginia and Pitt. Growing up in Iowa, Iowa and Iowa State was a pretty big rivalry, but coming here and be able to play in that environment, I can't say I've ever been a part of something like that. And just being in the clubhouse with the guys today and just kind of letting them know that it's going to be probably another record attendance with the crowd, and it's going to be loud and it's going to be feisty and all that type of stuff. So the guys are fired up. I know they're excited to kind of see what the backyard brawl is all about.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, it's nice to have a fellow Iowan on the show here. Those of us, Brodie, I'm originally from West Des Moines, Iowa, so it's nice to find somebody else that followed the same path from Iowa here to West Virginia. Let's talk about that journey. Awesome. You played at Des Moines Area Community College, DMAC as it's known, Kyle, to us locals.
Got it.
That would be DMAC, and then you found your way here to West Virginia. So talk to us a little bit about how that trip became.
Yeah, so I grew up a small part, about 25 minutes from Cedar Rapids, in a small town called Jessup. Not many people from the city, about 5,000 grew up, graduated to the class of 52. Wasn't really recruited too much. Played a lot of travel ball. One of my best friends who's at Mississippi State now, Reed Stallman, he was committed to DMAC, and I liked everything he said about it. So I, one time in study hall, sent an email to the DMAC coaches, and they responded right away and said they loved it and wanted to get me on campus and get me looked around and stuff. And it took no time to go do that. And I stopped my recruitment right there, and I committed on the spot. I loved everything about it. I love the coaches. I love the campus over there in Boone. And, so I went there for 2 years, ended up playing my freshman year, had a pretty good year. Played some summer ball in Waterloo, Iowa with the Waterloo Bucks. And then, I moved back my sophomore year, and the recruitment with a bunch of D1 schools started picking up, and it was just a true blessing to scout out all those schools. And then West Virginia, I just kind of picked out and stood out to me the most, and I've haven't looked back since.
That'd be the Jessup High School Jayhawks. Is that right there?
Yep, that is correct.
Thank you.
So what got you on the radar of Coach Saban's and the program here? What do you think it was that piqued their interest in you?
Just they were looking for somebody who could, just pick that spot and be a leader, be a kind of that vocal leader, that guy that's a little bit older, that's not going to be a true freshman and is the first time in college. So it was nice to come in and do that little part for them and show them what I'm capable of, and then kind of help the younger guys, and then learn more about West Virginia too.
Mm-hmm. So Brodie, the junior college you attended is very good in the JC rank. So that's certainly an attribute to you. But was there a big jump when you moved to a Power 4 conference school? What's the transition been like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. You see the junior colleges in Iowa, that conference is solid. We got a kid that I know from back home. He's committed here. We had another kid on campus today. So just to see that is pretty cool. The competition at that level was, the weekend guys, you probably saw all the pitchers who were committed Power 4. You probably saw a couple of hitters who were going Power 4. So the competition was there. It's up and down. You see just about everything. So I think it prepared me pretty well. But obviously at this level, being the highest level, can't really compare too much. So it was different at the start, but it's only made me better. It's only, gotten our team better as overall. And I think that big jump, just being able to play that good level at junior college, set me up and had me ready to go to compete here.
The weather had you ready to go, too, because this is like coming all the way down south here, having to play spring baseball in Iowa. Tell them, Brodie, how cold it can get.
Oh, my gosh, yes. My freshman year at junior college I don't think I saw the sun at all. I think it was snowing and raining and hailing sideways. It was crazy. But, yeah, I'm over here in, short sleeve shirt, and people are calling me crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
Brodie, you've played a number of positions. You've showed your versatility, and that's one of the things Coach Sabins talks about all the time is the fact that, they need guys, they want guys that can move around a little bit. So talk about that aspect of it, settling in at second base here as Matt Einish has played short.
Yeah, it's been great. I think it's funny. I grew up, playing shortstop, and what they say about shortstops is, you just recruit a bunch of shortstops and you separate them throughout the field. Pretty athletic, you can play them anywhere. But yeah, my first year, I got recruited to take over kind of Tevin Tucker's spot, that four-year player who locked that position down for his entire career there. But yeah, and then I obviously dealt with that labrum and bicep tendonitis surgery that I had going on, and played through that all last year with shortstop. But it was awesome. Matt Einish he's got a bright future, and it's been nice to work with Weatherholt the year prior, and then being able to work with him and given some, my recovery is still, it's about over finally with that surgery after LSU at the end of June. So that's been good. Being able to play first base and second base has gave that little bit less stress on the shoulder. So it's been good. My first 2 games that I played here at West Virginia were in center field, actually. So just to be able to, play anywhere, it helps me overall, helps my knowledge of the game. So, yeah, it's been fun. I love it. As long as I'm on the field, just playing anywhere, it doesn't bother me.
Not to mention playing through getting hit in the face last year.
Yeah, that's definitely something to mark off the bucket list and never hopefully happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. That's one you don't want to have to relive. What about this year's team? Obviously there are a lot of new ingredients, some holdovers like yourself, but is this lived up to the expectations you had for it?
Yeah, absolutely. The talent is crazy. Obviously me being here for 2 years and kind of learning about the culture and stuff, and the past guys being drafted and, moving on, the guys who might not even be playing at the next level professionally, but just to kind of see the new guys. I think we had like 26 new guys come in, so it's been crazy. They're all coming from good schools, and just being able to come close with them, it's been crazy, especially to see kind of the transition from when they first came, and how tight knit group we are now. It's actually pretty cool because you can see what we've done, and we're trying to just keep living that tradition of West Virginia baseball getting better and better and making it farther each year. And I think we've seen that, and there's only more to come and more to fix in the near future here with the season. It's flying by pretty quick. But yeah, it's been good. I think the guys love it. The guys are only getting closer. And yeah, they're excited. So I think that's the cool part, being able to make these lifelong friendships with these guys who might just want to come here for their last year of eligibility or, make this their home.
We're talking with WVU baseball player Brodie Kresser. Let's talk about the plugging in different positions. I'm fascinated by this, Brodie. And I was someone just like you. I was a shortstop all the way growing up, switched over to second base in college because it allowed me to get on the field. And I'm sure you guys are the same way. You just want to play regardless of position. Right. But it is different. People take for granted you've been a shortstop. Now you're over at second or first. You're looking at the game almost backwards from a different angle.
Right.
Team-wise, how do you guys approach that? Steve's not afraid to put guys in different positions. Armani Guzman's been tremendous at first. He's been all over the field. How do you guys take that? Do you like that? Is that something that you just know Steve's going to ask you to play something different and you're open to it? How's that work?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the coaches are great. They work with us. We're doing early work before games. We're taking advantage on the off days, working with Jed Jerko in the infield. Me and Armani haven't really played too much first base, but to be able to work with him and get that stuff situated, and it's not just as catching the ball over there. You gotta know other stuff and plays, and it's been fun. I mean, we have a bunch of guys that can play everywhere, like I said, and nobody really questions or thinks they should play one spot and own that spot. So that's also what I think is nice. I mean, we could have a different third baseman, we could have a different second baseman, first baseman, anywhere in the outfield. I think that's also what kind of shows with the team we are. Even we got guys on the bench who can come in and take care of and perform at that same level. So I think that's what kind of shows and kind of what separates us from a lot of other teams in the country.
Well, Jed's a great one to teach you. He played every position in the bigs and was the backup or emergency catcher if they needed him. He pitched. Yeah, he did it all.
Threw a knuckleball.
Yeah, it's been a true blessing to have him around and be able to hear from him, hear stories from him, help him. He helps us in so many ways when he can, and obviously he's busy with his kids and stuff like that. But I mean, his knowledge of the game is incredible. He can just about help at every single position, and I think a lot of the guys are grateful for that.
Now the next thing is you come back into the lineup and they drop you in the 5 spot, and you produce. I mean, you drive in 4 runs in 2 games, so the approach to that, obviously that's a run-producing spot in the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, I think I've just about batted everywhere, especially batting in that 4-hole in Arizona State. Didn't think I would ever, see that coming. But no, like I said, it's nobody really cares too much where they're at in the lineup. Every single spot's going to be just important, and you don't know when that run produce needs to be done. And as long as we're just all kind of sticking with the same approach and, trusting with the scouting reports and all that type of stuff on all the pitchers, that our coaches do a tremendous job. They're putting in so much time and effort to scout all these guys to help us out in any way. So, yeah, but you're going to see probably the lineup change just about a couple thousand more times.
So you mentioned J.J. Weatherholt a few minutes ago. His Cardinals come to the Pittsburgh Pirates next week. You guys lobbying Steve Sabins to get a few hours off?
And Vic, too.
We are.
Yeah,
we are going as a team.
Are you really? What night?
Yep. I don't know what – it might be a Monday. I believe it's a Monday, if that sounds correct. I believe he made it optional, and whoever wanted to like the message that we're going to go up there and watch him. But, no, it's been exciting. I talk to him every single day, and he's loving it. He deserves nothing but the best at that level. As anybody can already see, he fits right in, and, he's pretty humble, and he talks about the little success he's having, but all the other adjustments he's still making, and you play every single day. It's a long season, and I'm excited to watch him.
What's the part of his approach that you would try and emulate the most?
Yeah, he goes up there so calm and collected. Some people try to do too much. I find myself trying to do that same thing sometimes, but if you could just be relaxed. I've never seen somebody, if you watch him, he's chomping on gum, he's just careless, he's carefree, he's just up there, he has his approach, he's looking what he's looking for, and he keeps it simple, and that's kind of what you see the guys who have success, they play relaxed, and they just get up there and don't really think. They just go up there and be the hitter they are, and yeah, I can't really say I've seen a hitter like that. It's crazy. He can do it all, but just to learn from him, and he's that type of guy you can call him and talk with him, and get some a little advice and pick his brain a little bit. So it's been nice, and I'm glad I got a year to be up the middle with him.
Mm-hmm. Brodie, these midweek games are crucial. Greg Hunter here points out that the last time West Virginia hosted a regional, they went undefeated in the midweek games. So far, you guys are undefeated in the midweek games with another opportunity with Pitt coming in. Is that something that's talked about, or you guys just obviously understand the importance of taking care of business in these midweek games?
Yeah, we treat it just like any other game. It's very important. We label them as trap games because, some people try to hold out some players who might be dealing with injury, or they might be trying to save some big time arms. But we know we got guys who start in the midweeks, and then you're going to see Bassinger and Perez, those guys, and Stridge in the back end if needed. Like we treat them like any other game, and they're big. They help with the RPI and all that type of stuff. And it sucks to them when you're at the end of the season. You look back at some of the losses, and it's like, that kind of stinks. Like, shouldn't be losing those, but midweeks they're a little bit slept on, and they can be tough at times. But yeah, we definitely prepare and make sure that we don't let those ones slip by.
Last thing before we let you go, being from Iowa, I'm sure you're a Field of Dreams fan, and you have unveiled these new uniforms that have the throwback feel, but they have a little Field of Dreams feel to them too. The white and the navy. What do you think of the new throwbacks?
Oh yeah, they're everything everything you hope and dream of. They're awesome. I haven't been able to, besides summer ball, be a part of a team that has these cool jerseys. The Coal Rush on Friday nights, dealing with how important coal is here in the state of West Virginia, and the whites with our last names on it is pretty cool. Can't really beat that. And then mixing in that Sunday creams, it's crazy. And I actually live like 30 minutes from the Field of Dreams, so that's a common question that's asked to me, and it's pretty cool. And now that they're playing, big league games there and stuff, it's pretty cool. I'd love to catch one of those, but they get pretty pricey around those times. But yeah, no, it's cool. The jerseys are awesome. I know the fans and everybody love it, and social media and stuff, and we just want to go out there and rock them and just win.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play there on the field? I know they rented
I did
out,
not.
right?
Yeah. I've been there, but I have not played there. No.
Mm-hmm. Well, the attendance last year for the Pitt game, 4,629. That was a record. Brodie, what would you say to Mountaineer fans to encourage them to come out tomorrow night and let's break this record again, right?
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to come watch. I know a lot of people have, and if you haven't, come check us out. It's fun. We bring the energy, and it's good baseball, and we just we hope to see everybody and break another attendance record against Pitt.
Outstanding. Well, Brodie, we appreciate your time. Good to get to know you a little bit. And, Schoenfeld was on here last Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, he was our guest. And then he got to the plate. His first at-bat against Penn State, he hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's some good juju right there.
Yeah,
you're in for a good game. Go get it.
There may be something to that. So
yeah, I sure hope so. I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right. Thanks. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brodie.
Yep. Take care, guys.
All right. Brodie Kresser there.